Hello everyone, how you doing? So nice to get all your wonderful comments. You really did love, a couple of weeks ago now, the grey eyeshadow and cool toned film. And I will do some more cool toned products for you because I realise that I don't do that often. It's okay on the eyes and I'm not so bad at cool toned products when I'm paler. But I've definitely got a warmer toned complexion in the summer for obvious reasons because I create more melanin in my skin. But when I put on a cool toned lipstick, I really look like I'm on an 80s ski slope or, you know, channeling the 1980s big time. But I will go through some of my favourites and also just kind of like showing you some products of how you can identify between warm and cool products so that you can find the ones that suit you, because it's all very subtle until you get it on your lips, right? And you get it on your lips and you're like, oh, looks too orange, oh, looks too browny, you know, it just doesn't create the magic. And when you get that colour right, oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Anna back in. Anna, who does the colour code, who did the clothes, she's a cool toned complexion. Right, I'll get her in and do her makeup. There we are, that's ticked that off the list. So Anna, watch out, I'll be messaging you. How are you all? I'm off to do Leanne Rhymes's makeup. I was with her last week and she's at the O2 in London. I love her. She is the sweetest, sweetest soul. I've known her, I think, since she was 17. When she comes over to England, I get to see her occasionally. So that is really exciting. Anyway, I'm all prep skincare. Probably it's totally the wrong makeup that I'd wear to work, but I want to do this. I want to flip the grey eyeshadow for you all. Because I loved it, and I want to show you another way to wear grey eyeshadow in a kind of softer way, but kind of just a little bit more punchy and still in the summer and still with the kind of just very simple grey sweatshirt, because I think it looks quite cool, but it's going to be a bit different. Product of the week that I wanted to share with you that I've been testing is Dr. Sam Bunting. Now, Dr. Sam is someone that I have sent many a client to. She's got a really, really affordable, beautifully formulated skincare range that addresses lots of different issues, and it's so reliable and so dependable, and she's such a font of knowledge. This is her new vitamin C, a really lovely hydrating easy formula. I don't want to waste too much, I'll just put a little bit on my hand. It's a cream, it comes out like a cream and it's really, really soft and hydrating. The reason I want to share this with you is that I've also been looking at other reviews because I can't tolerate vitamin C on my neck, and some vitamin Cs really don't agree with me. I won't mention the ones that don't agree with me because it's really it's just different for everybody. But I also have a friend who cannot use vitamin C at all, and I gave it to her because I was like, this is interesting. I'm not getting any reaction from this, and it's a really high percentage of vitamin C. I think it's 15%. I'm looking there because I was checking the information and it's gone. My computer's gone to sleep. Anyway, irrelevant. You can check on that yourselves. But if you really want to try vitamin C because you want to get the brightening and softening effects and the antioxidant benefits, then have a look at this. So I don't really understand the science. The NAD plus is what is very clever about this formula. Maybe I will go into more detail with Sam's products about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to chuck on a little bit of my Lisa Eldridge Enhancing Tint. This is T6. I've just literally sent Lisa a message and said, please, can I have a couple more shades? Because I want to wear this colour in the summer. Not this colour, this formula. I'm probably going to be a T8. Because this is a little bit too pale. Don't worry, it will all work out. I'm going to take it all over my eyes, all over my face. Now I want to answer one of the questions that came through a couple of weeks ago, and one of my lovely followers said, I just get so sick and tired of putting eyeshadow on and it just looking a mess. It never really looks polished and clean. And I will say, just literally tapping over my irregular skin pigmentation there, just to make it a little bit heavier in coverage, that that goes down to the prep of your eye area. Now, base is so important in terms of creating that beautiful canvas, all right? And if you don't put on enough whether it's a foundation or a concealer or a skin tint, to smooth out the irregularities, to brighten the darkness, to take away the bluey grey areas in your eye. Now, it doesn't have to be heavy, because you can see with a formulation like this, you know, the finish isn't heavy. It doesn't look makeup evident, right? The reason that it looks messy is that you're probably putting on a shade over another shade over another shade. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because you haven't wiped out all the definition and features of your skin, you're not putting it on a smooth, even surface. So for the lady who asked, how do I just make it neater? I would say to you, take a little bit more concealer over your eye area, around here. If you're finding your skin is too dry, add a little bit of hyaluronic, just so you get used to that sort of level of coverage over your eyes, if you're not used to that. And then it's almost like doubling what you're doing. And I'm saying this, and I know that I'm not being very clear. It's just that when I watch people, they don't really see what they're doing. And you've seen what I've done here, and you see that I look now quite pale and ghostly, and my eyes look quite small. So you're doing really well, Caroline. Woo! But this is the point. The point is to knock everything back and then to put everything back in the correct place for your features. So you're just beautifying and enhancing what you naturally have already. But, you know, just to, you know, lifestyle, age, weather, everything, you know, everything sort of gets a little bit skewy. So we're just tightening it all up. So a little bit more concealer, a little bit of primer, and then put your colour in and just really work around the eye area. I hope that is clear. If not, and you would like more of a step-by-step, because I know what I'm talking about, I can visualize it. If you're thinking, what the heck, let me know, and I will go through a clear step-by-step eye application approach and what to look for, because that might be helpful. I was going to go in with my double wear, but I don't think I will. I'm going to leave it kind of quite fresh, but I will add a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I'm going to start with my, yeah, like all these Estee Lauder products, this is the Futurist Soft Touch Brightening Skin Sealer. That just needs to be lifted under there. And we're going to be using a cool toned grey eyeshadow. Not something that's got any kind of warmth in, making it a little bit taupey, which obviously I would go for. And then we're going to ink up the eyes, all right? And we're going to be using a really lovely product, actually from another cool toned girl, which is interesting because she designed this range. It is Sam Chapman for Beauty Pie, and I've just checked, because I know how these things sell out so quickly. This particular product is still available, so we can all join in the fun. Let me just get a nice soft brush. Just blend that out, blend that out. Now, oh, can you see? Maybe we could just go in a little bit tighter with the camera. I've had my eyebrows done by the lovely Miriam. I will put a reel out on my Instagram. I probably would have already done that actually by the time this gets played. But so soft, all these little individual strokes. That's not me, that's Miriam. And my mum had hers done. And what you do is you have your eyebrows done, you let it settle for a month, and then you go back, and then you just get a few little tweaks just to balance it out so Miriam's happy. So that's what she wants to do with my mum. So it'll probably be a little bit later, hopefully before the end of the summer, that I can share with you the transformation. It's quite fun. And it's also nice to see what happens when you have your eyebrows tattooed. So that is that. Right, I'm going to go with a neutral blush. And this is the 369 from Minna, Minna, never get the name right. I love this for this particular look because it is sort of, for me, a warmish nude, which is just going to break up the flatness of my skin, but just give me the shape. So it will help to highlight around my eyes and just break up the base so that it doesn't look too made up. And I just love a bit of a scribble. It's a very, you can be quite firm with this product and it doesn't read too much. It's a very sort of safe, colour to use. So this would be great for a red lip or a sort of smoky eye, similar what I'm going to do. Similar for what I'm going to do today. And I'm just going to push it back just to lift those cheekbones very, very subtly. I could probably add a little bit of warmth just here and just here, just to sort of break that up. And maybe just even out a little bit on my nose, that's fine though. But again, very, very soft, very, very sheer. I wonder whether it sort of changes in the light, because it's sunny today in the UK and we're loving it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now I also have this lovely product to share with you, sea salt and jasmine. Now my friend gets it off eBay. I did try and look up, and I will try and look up if there is a link, but you might have to do some deep research, and if you do find a link, let me know, because I think she buys this off eBay, like I said. Sea salt and jasmine. I swear to God, I can't focus. It's a room spray. It is, unless I have it here, I feel so encased in glamour and luxury when I spray this. Artesian made home fragrances, handmade in Spain. I will do some more investigation about this. Anyway, every time I went to my girlfriend's house, I was like, oh, your home always smells so lovely. And she's like, it's this. And literally every time I came, I said it. And she's like, oh, for God's sake, here you go, I found you some. So that's what I'm smelling right now. Just in case you wanted to sort of waft something around as well to join in the joy of fragrance. Right, let's get on with the makeup. That's why you're all here. I'm going to leave my brows exactly as they are. I'm quite happy with them. Remember, I do get a morning brow. This is what me and Miriam have called it. I get something that I can build up on because I don't want to get something that's too strong. I want to be able to wake up and feel like my brows fit my naked makeup face. So yes, I can add it a little bit stronger if I want. That is how I like mine done. But I think it's quite nice to know that you can have that done, because I think all of us are like really shit scared of like having our eyebrows done, the permanency of it, right? And then it being too dark. Right, we're going to use 2 products on the eyes and 1 fabulous mascara. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Never been good at maths. I just love this product because Sam is cool toned, like I said. So she would have created a product that suited her. And this is very cool, and it's also cool, and she is also cool, but it's also cool toned. Gee whiz. Okay, so for this, I wanted to show you how it's lovely to wrap around. We'll use the Victoria Beckham liners again because they're really soft. How it's great to kind of wrap around a soft grey eyeshadow against a really inky lid. So let's go in straight with the eyeliner. Let's flip it round. Let's go straight in the waterline. Right, you see how... That's why these liners are so popular. Look at that. Straight away. I mean, it's such a beautiful, beautiful, rich pigment that lasts and stays. And on me at least, and my clients, it's not budging. But it's, you know how you can sometimes get an eyeliner that maybe you've loved that's dried out and you're there and you're like scratching and your eye becomes red and you're like, gee, why did I do that? I haven't made myself look better. I've just given myself red eyes. This is like the lightest of touches. So I'm going to put it all around there. I'm going to lift up my lid and I'm going to tight line underneath the top lashes here. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And this is just wedging the colour. You can see the difference between these lashes right into the root. To give more definition. Now the key here is very, very important. If you love lining your eyes like this, you really, and I'd never say must because there are no musts in makeup, but it really doesn't benefit any eye shape if you just line your eyes. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to put my eyeliner on. I've seen them, I've chatted to them. I've met so many women over the years. I just like to line my eyes, Karen, and then I feel like I've got my eyes on and then I go. I'm like, but you don't put mascara on. Oh no, I can't do mascara. It's just too much in the morning. I'm like, if you just flipped it round and you just put mascara on instead of eyeliner, you'd have bigger eyes, because having all that darkness around your eyes, as you can see from here, makes them look really small, right? So please remember, if you want to create this beautiful effect, your eyes, it really enhances any eye shape, even the smallest eyes, so long as you extend out the eye shape with a soft shadow, which we're going to do, and a mascara. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I might build out the sides in the moment, but we're just going to start with that. The great thing about this product is that, and I believe that Sam designed it like this, is that it gives you a bit of playtime. Just show you the shade. Gives you a bit of playtime, and then it sets. But for me, because I've got, so look, when you have also, when you close your eye and you have that excess product, remove that excess product there that's sat into those lines, because then it won't mix and create a thicker line with the pigment, okay? Don't just blend it in back in. With this product, you get the playtime, but then it, as I said, I'm repeating myself, sorry, you get the playtime and then it sets, but it doesn't set and kind of shrink your skin and tighten your skin. So if you've got soft, loose lids like mine, that's really not a good look, is it? When it goes, you don't want that look. You haven't sat in the mirror for 20 minutes to do that look. Right, I'm going to keep that right into the socket, but I'm not going to stretch it out. I'm going to get a fluffy brush, slightly domed, and I'm going to push that up and out. So I get a little bit of softness there. Might stretch that out even more. Let's do the other side. Just take that off my hand. I need a little bit more, because I don't want it to look too much. I want it to be thicker on the lid and then sort of feathered out, going up into the socket. So there was also another comment about a mask, and I really want my eyes to look really strong, because in the mask I just feel like behind the mask I don't have anything, and I just feel like my eyes are disappearing. This is a perfect look for that. I feel if you're wearing a mask and that's the only detail that you're showing of yourself, your eyebrows and your eye, go for it. Be striking. You're not having to balance your cheeks, the colour in your cheeks. You're not having to balance a lip with it. You've just got these really striking eyes. So make them striking, I'd say. Be glamorous. And also it's lovely to see a super beautiful dressed eye, isn't it? Now I'm going to now just do a fresh little bit, but rather than applying with the flat brush, which gives me a dense coverage, I'm going to use the tip of the bevel and buff that into there so that I can really get a soft finish, just to make sure that you see what I mean? I'm opening the eye slightly there, because obviously my eyes are quite hooded and I need to just get a little bit of a soft shade so it doesn't squint in. And the magic will happen with the mascara, as you've seen a zillion times, making sure that I'm not dragging it down here to pull my eye down, keeping it all up and elevated. But how cool is this? Like, I'm filming this in daylight. As I say to you, I try and create films that are representative of real life, not life in the ring light, because that is just depressing, because you look great when you're filming yourself in these wonderful ring lights, and then you go to the shops, you catch yourself in the car mirror and you're like, gee whiz, I think I need to soften that makeup. It looks too heavy and caked. So we opt on this channel for real life beauty. And that doesn't mean it's not aspirational. It's bloody amazing. I think I've sworn twice in this video. I do apologise. My mum won't be happy. She's worse than me, tell you what. I won't tell you what her favourite word is, and it's not that really horrible word either. Right, going in with the Lauder. Oh God, what is this? I just bloody looked before. Oh my God, there I go again. That's 3. Sorry. Turbo Lash. Turbo Lash. It's really great. I've actually used quite a lot of Estee Lauder products, and I hadn't used them for a long time. Right, Turbo Lash. Great brush, great product, and really, really quick. And for this look, we don't have a soft lash. We want a full-on lash. Probably should have curled my lashes, but I think I could probably lift them with this mascara. Yeah. Always focus your mascara, literally at the touch. Get your mascara wand to touch So you feel the bristles around your eye and then elevate and then lift. Great. And we're definitely going at the bottom. And we're going to stretch these eyes out. And actually, do you know what? Quite handily, I've just done one eye, so you can instantly see the difference. So the other grey eyeshadow look, which we can link to in the film a couple of weeks ago, was just a little bit softer, whereas this has got a bit more of a kind of rocky edge to it because it's more black and edgy around the eye. And I can be a little bit more heavy with the mascara, which I quite like. I mean, that's great, right? Just keeping everything else simple. And I think to the lady who wears a mask, I'm assuming you might be in surgery or in a hospital, doctor somewhere. Come on, tell me how you feel when you put this on. And I just look, you can see this lovely kind of like soft daylighty hue. It's very metallic and reflective, but it's just not in your face. It's not sparkly. Like, that would be too much. Like, these can be worn in this beautiful sunlight because it's soft and reflective. It's not sort of powdery and, you know, even though it's a cool toned, it's not sort of like got white sparkles in or, you know, too ice queeny like. Great mascara, isn't it? It's so impactful. I love products that work quickly. It's almost like I'm laying the mascara on the lash and then underneath, using the tip to extend it down and help it build up. Actually makes my eyes look quite green. And I think it's so important, like I was going back to what I was saying about makeup and different lights, and everything that you see, pretty much everything that you see is lit. And you might do your makeup in a lit mirror. Don't blame you. I would. I do. And everything just looks perfect. You can see what you're doing. But if you are looking at something and it looks amazing, actually I saw something from the Met Ball. They had a beautiful, I think it was probably Pamela Anderson that posted it, because this is what she would do, I would imagine. I follow her blog. Actually, it's really beautiful. She's an amazing woman. They had Pat McGrath doing her makeup and it looked so beautiful, like soft pinks, like very kind of like floral petals. I was like, my mouth started watering, you know, really loved it. And then swiped to a picture of her on the red carpet and it looked completely bare and natural. That's filters and lighting for you. You know, it makes the makeup look beautiful and we all want that, especially, but it's not actually how it relates in real life. So we just need to get that right. Oh, I love this look. Love, love, love. I love the rockiness of it. And even though it's dark, like I don't think it's too dark. And I don't think it's glamorous. I just think it's cool. Maybe that's just me. I'm going to go very simple on the lip. So I'm going to go in with the Sweet Beauty that I used a couple of weeks ago. Getting a bit more confident with my lips. They're getting a little better, you know. Maybe quite a bit better. My lasering. Let's pop this on. Now I'm taking that all over and rubbing that all in to kind of blot out the lips. And then I wanted to show you these two lipsticks. We've got 05. Let me just tell you the names actually. They're Giorgio Armani, really soft, balmy lipsticks. This is Prism Glass 05. Oh, they're both Prism Glass. 05 and 02. So here you are. Can you see in that light? It's probably better if it's sort of further back actually. You can see that this one is much, much warmer and this one is much, much cooler on the skin tone. So I'm going to go for the slightly warmer one, I think. It's very, very sheer, but if you wanted to have a cooler tone, I just thought that might be really helpful. Let me just do the very light. Right, I'll just put this here. Let me just put the cooler one on the top. There is a minute difference one that I can see. I did rub my lips together, so that wasn't helpful. But I can see a very slight difference. Doesn't help. Yeah, you can see it on the camera actually. So that one's too chilly for me. So I'm just going to warm up with the O2. I'll just dab that slightly there. Yes, that feels a bit more fitting. These are so they're very contained. Like it's like a gel. It's like a beautiful gel on my lip. Like I don't feel that it's going to travel. What a nice new type of formula. Prism glass. No, I'm getting a bit braver now. I can take that a little bit more to the edge than I could do normally. It's progress. Great. Ooh, that actually ended up being quite a super quick makeup as well, which is a good thing because that just shows you that you can do something that's kind of a little bit less than, you know, fun day makeup and actually just a little bit more rocky, but it's also super easy. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining in. And thank you very much for all your comments. And honestly, even I go back a month later, and thank you for your book recommendations. I'm going to take your recommendations. I'm going to take them on holiday with me. That's really appreciative. I really like that. It also just gives me a chance to kind of get to know you guys a bit better as well. And I love it when you all chat together and share tips, because I'm learning too. Always learning, and I love to know what other people use, especially in different countries. Oh God, and I'm so sorry to Antipodes. Actually, they didn't mind. They said, oh, thank you very much for reviewing it. We loved it. But to anyone who lives and is from New Zealand, I'm sorry, Antipodes is a New Zealand brand. It's from New Zealand and not Australia. So apologies for that mistake. I knew it as soon as everyone said it. I just say these things and I don't necessarily register what I'm saying, which is a bit dim really, isn't it? But anyway, thank you very much for joining and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.